Hey class, welcome to this brief tutorial about how to navigate our class shell on Blackboard. It's set up such that when you open up the link from your list of Blackboard courses, you're always going to end up on the announcements page. There are no announcements right now, as you can see, but there will be. I usually do 2 or 3 announcements per week just to update you on changes in assignments or changes in dates. So you want to come to there every week or multiple times a week to make sure you know what's going on. Let's take a brief look at the syllabus. I think you really need to read the syllabus really just one time, but you should read it pretty thoroughly. The first assignment you're going to take here will be a little introduction quiz, which is based on the information of the syllabus. You can see it at Contact Me. The info and format information has a lot of basic warnings about how to take this class. The text and materials talks about how we do not have a textbook in this class and what to do to get the reading assignments. Here's all the grading stuff. I have some pretty specific requirements when it comes to how you send in assignments or communicate with me, so read those rules. How papers are submitted. Probably the most important thing on here, though, if you're taking this as a 6-week class, is to read this long essay about advice that I have for you. And I think I said this on my introduction video too. The failure rate for this class, the 6-week 101 online class, the failure rate is so high that I just want people to be realistic about what they're trying to do here and to understand what the course is requiring. So I try to lay that out here. So please read through all the syllabus before you take the introduction quiz. You're going to need to. All right, on the intro video, I probably tried to stress was you want to look at 3 places each week when you want to do assignments. Obviously, first you look at the announcements. Hopefully you've been there more than once. After that, you go to the assignments page. The assignments page is where I've laid out all the assignments that you are required to do in this class. They're laid out in a week-to-week basis, and you can kind of see every single thing you're supposed to do for this course. Let's take a look at the first week. It's quite a mix. I'm going to ask you to take the introduction quiz, read this story, read another story, read a third story. This is all week 1. Here you have to read an essay, 2 essays. You got to read 2 essays. A lot of reading this week. 2 exercises based on some of those essays, and those exercises are not long, but there's some of the writing. And then you have to post a couple of responses on the discussion board. It's a lot to do. This is not this is not one of the harder weeks. This is a pretty easy week for a 6-week class. So it's only there's more to each list after this one. Now, this is just a list of assignments, though. This doesn't tell you how to do the assignments or what the exercises are. It's just simply a list. So if you want more information, you always go to the course materials site. So again, every week I check the announcements, more than once a week. I check the assignments to see what the full list of assignments is that week, and I go to the course materials tab because I want to see, well, what exactly is due in each assignment, and where are these essays you told me to read? Well, all that stuff's on course materials. Course materials is also laid out week to week. Here are the week 1 materials. I'm still going to add some stuff to it, but here are the week 2 materials, etc., etc. What you're going to find here are a lot of Word docs. These Word documents are essays or exercises. A lot of instructions are on here. And a lot of times the specific requirements of each exercise are laid out for you here. There's also some links to some videos and things like that. But basically, you cannot really do this class by just looking at assignments, nor can you do the class by just looking at the course materials. You must look at both of those to understand what to do and how to do it. The discussion board, some people put too much weight on this. There are discussion board posts which you're being asked to do each week, but that's just one part of the class. I don't know if you've been on a Blackboard site before. Okay, so here we are on the discussion board. Just wanted you to see what was there and how to post a response. Some responses are like this one, asking you to you would just simply click on the title of the forum. If you wanted to create a thread, that's your response. So if I have clicked on the title of the forum, I would like to create a thread. That's my official response. What I would get is a response box. Put some title in here. Type in my answer here. And then down here, submit it. That's one way to do it. The other kind of question you would get on the discussion board is if you're put into a group. I think this is one. There's a week 2 forum. I want to go in here. See, now here, there's already some threads created. There they are. They're already created for me. So here, I don't have to create a thread. I need to go into my group. Let's say I'm in the everyday use group. I go in there. Again, just clicking on the title. And I see that, oh, here's some instructions for the group. So I read through those instructions. And instead of posting a whole thread here, I'm just going to reply to this thread, following whatever instructions are on there. So that's what's happening on the discussion board. The others, yeah, I'm not going to worry about these other tabs right now. They are pretty much self-explanatory. Last thing, just to remind you again, read all the syllabus, and remember, you should be checking announcements, assignments, course materials every week. That's how you learn what to do in this class. And as always, if you have any questions at any time, you should send me an email and ask me, and I will try to straighten things out for you. Okay, go ahead and get started. Good luck.